The young people on the streets that you are seeing partying now, their parents, their grandparents fought for democracy. Some of them died for democracy. And here they are once again defending it on the streets. Huge moment. For the last 12 days, South Korea has been in political turmoil. They watched in horror as on that Tuesday night, late at night, President Yoon declared martial law. Now that sent chills through a country that had for decades fought authoritarian rule. For many of the young people on the streets that you are seeing partying now, their parents, their grandparents fought for democracy. Some of them died for democracy. And here they are once again defending it on the streets. And that is how they see it. Those parties will continue well into the night. Now, when it came to this impeachment vote last week, the opposition party tried to push towards impeachment, but President Yoon's own party, the ruling party, boycotted the vote. There was huge disappointment. But over the last week, the pressure has gone up. The mood has changed. And that is because more details about what happened that night have emerged. We've heard that President Yoon had ordered that the leaders of the opposition and the chairman of his own party, along with many other members of the National Assembly, would be rounded up by the army and put in a detention centre. President Yoon himself stayed quiet most of the week and then made an impassioned plea on Thursday saying he would fight until the end. It became increasingly clear to his own party that he would not step down, that he would not resign, and that he would have to be impeached. And that is what has led to this vote in the last hour.
And Laura, people listening to what you've been saying may well wonder what on earth was Yoon thinking, because surely this was a gamble that was set to fail.
This was a huge political gamble. Look, the question that we've been trying to answer since he declared martial law is, what on earth was he thinking? I think you have to look at where President Yoon comes from. He was not a politician, he was a prosecutor, and he rose to prominence by prosecuting two former presidents. And then he won an election, but only just. It was by less than 1%, about 0.7, 0.8%. So he didn't really have the kind of power that he hoped for right from the start. He struggled with the opposition party and he struggled within his own party to get anything done. Increasingly isolated, he has felt, and certainly seems to have been listening to, conspiracy theories about rigged elections, and also he feels that he's up against constant forces that he believes are pro-North Korean voices, and he believes that the only way to get rid of those voices was to declare martial law. That was certainly his defence. So it gives you an insight into what he was thinking. It has to be said that there is absolutely no evidence for those claims whatsoever. Even his own party do not agree with him when it comes to those claims about rigged elections and pro-communist forces. So that is what perhaps he was thinking. Now he will no longer be president. He will be stripped of his powers. It will go to the Prime Minister, and the next steps are that this decision has to be ratified and reviewed by the Constitutional Court. If the court decides, and this could take many months, if the court decides that it is constitutional, then another presidential election will be called.